When a bomber in service for more than half a century is carrying a mysterious missile capable of rewriting the strategic balance, one wonders how much of the H-6's potential remains untapped. Recently, a set of high-resolution photos taken in 2023 sent shockwaves through military observers around the world. The Chinese Air Force's newest strategic bomber, the H-6N, is carrying a giant missile more than 11 meters long on its belly rack, with a unique double-cone head design and triangular front wings that indicate an unusual tactical positioning. This super weapon, speculated to be an air-launched ballistic missile, may revolutionize the strategic landscape of the Asia-Pacific region. Analyzing the details of the photo, the missile's tail is flush with the end of the H-6N's inlet, and its length is projected to be between 11 and 13 meters, which far exceeds the size characteristics of the DF-21D land-based ballistic missile. This suggests that the missile is not simply an air-launched version of the DF-21D, but rather a new strategic weapon system designed for the characteristics of an air-launched platform. Combined with the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency's previous research, China has most likely broken through the complex technical bottlenecks of air-launched ballistic missiles, including airborne ignition, attitude control, aerodynamic and thermal protection, and other key technologies. Particularly noteworthy is the double-cone configuration of the top of the missile. This design has been verified in the DF-17 hypersonic missiles, able to achieve the edge of the atmosphere floating maneuver with the air-launched platform to give the initial altitude and speed. The missile can be faster into the hypersonic glide phase, the traditional anti-missile system of early warning window compression to the limit. In terms of operational effectiveness, the H-6N's 3,500 km radius of operation can already cover the core area of the second island chain, and can be extended to 7,000 km with aerial refueling. Carrying this air-launched ballistic missile, which has an estimated range of 3,500–5,000 km, means that the Chinese Air Force has for the first time gained the ability to conduct strategic strikes against Hawaii and even the west coast of the United States. Of particular note is that the unpredictability of the missile's flight trajectory combined with its breakout speed will make existing anti-missile systems such as the Standard 3 and SAD face unprecedented interception challenges. If the nuclear and conventional design, the weapons system can not only perform anti-ship, anti-base conventional precision strike, but also as an air-based nuclear deterrent, effectively filling the weakest air-based link in China's trinity of nuclear forces. Compared to the Russian Tu-160, mounted Kh-47M2, Dagger, hypersonic missiles and the U.S. Army B-52 carrying a GM-183A, China's new missile has formed a generational advantage in range indicators. More critically, the H-6N's air-launching platform gives it the tactical flexibility of a mobile missile silo that can randomly select launch positions in a wide airspace, dramatically improving the survivability and suddenness of the combat system. This air-mobile launch plus hypersonic surprise defense combination, essentially reconstructing the traditional ballistic missile paradigm. It is worth pondering that the H-6 series has broken through its inherent limitations through continuous improvement, from the early H-6D carrying C-601 anti-ship missiles to the H-6K equipped with the 1,500 km range Longsword 20 cruise missiles, and now the H-6N carrying air-launched ballistic missiles. This platform, derived from the Tu-16, has realized its transformation from a tactical bomber to a quasi-strategic strike platform. The current airframe may have reached its structural limit, but there is still room for continuous upgrades to the avionics system, weapons interface, and power plant. Replacing the new large containment ratio engine can increase range and payload, the application of intelligent skin technology can enhance situational awareness, and the integration of an artificial intelligence-assisted decision-making system can shorten the discovery strike chain. The integration of artificial intelligence-assisted decision-making system can shorten the chain of detection strike. Even if the stealth bomber comes into service in the future, the deeply improved H-6N will still be able to maintain its scale advantage by virtue of its lower cost. Regarding the much-anticipated water molecule, H-20, its stealth performance and larger bomb capacity may create a new mode of operation. Referring to the B-2 as standard load of 16 JASSM missiles, the new generation of stealth bomber with flying wing configuration is likely to carry 2-3 air-launched ballistic missiles of the same class, and it's built in bomb bay. If combined with the range extension and stealthy surprise capability, its deterrent effectiveness will be geometrically increased. However, at this stage, the H-6N has already formed a force multiplier with AWACS, electronic warfare aircraft, and refueling planes through a systematic operational formation. which can still play a key role in specific battlefield environments in the Asia-Pacific region. From the perspective of technological evolution, the unveiling of this mysterious missile not only marks China's leading position in the field of hypersonic weapons, but also reveals the far-reaching layout of the air-to-air integrated combat system. The H-6's belly half-buried mount design not only maintains minimal damage to the aerodynamic shape, but also realizes the stabilization of large missiles, which is an innovative structure that needs to overcome the vibration suppression and reliability of the separation of high-speed flight. This innovative structure needs to overcome the vibration suppression and separation reliability during high-speed flight. The existence of a three-stage booster system for the missile suggests that it may adopt a boost-glide composite trajectory, using rocket motors to break out of the atmosphere in the initial stage, and then implementing hypersonic maneuvers through a wave-carrying body warhead, which is a combination that can both extend range and enhance the effectiveness of surprise and defense. At the geopolitical level, the H-6's long-range strike capability is reshaping the balance of power in the Western Pacific. When the aircraft carrying air-launched ballistic missiles out to the airspace east of Guam, its strike range can cover the west coast of the U.S. mainland. This asymmetric deterrence forced the U.S. military to reassess the deployment strategy of the carrier battle group. For China, this ability means that in the first island chain to establish anti-intervention area denial system based on further strategic defense line to the second or even the third island chain. The formation of multi-level, multi-axis defense depth. It is worth noting that the emergence of this weapon has also triggered new thinking about the international arms control system. Existing arms control agreements such as the INF Treaty mainly target land-based medium-range missiles, while the mobility and stealth of air-launched platforms make the relevant restrictions virtually non-existent. By developing air-launched ballistic missiles, China has not only circumvented geopolitical sensitivities, but also opened up a new track on the technological level. And this strategic wisdom is reflected in the precise grasp of the gaps in the rules. From a historical perspective, the transformation of the H-6 series is a classic case of old trees blossoming into new flowers. From the initial copy of the Tu-16, when the technology is green, to now among the ranks of the quasi-strategic strike platform, this process reflects China's aviation industry from the introduction of digestion to the independent innovation of the leapfrog development. Although outsiders often use the old platform to question its potential, but the data show that the average age of the current H-6 series is less than 10 years, far lower than the US and Russian strategic bomber force. This rejuvenation of the fleet structure, together with the continuous iteration of the weapon system, is writing a rare aviation history of longevity model legend. In the future, with the application of composite materials, vectoring thrust technology, intelligent munitions synergy and other breakthroughs, the H-6 series may continue to expand the boundaries of capabilities. The appearance of this air-launched ballistic missile has already signaled the opening of a new era, when the traditional strategic deterrence and cutting-edge technology integration, when the old platform is injected into the soul of innovation. The shape of the art of war is undergoing a profound transmutation. For the continuous evolution of the H-6 family, perhaps as military fans jokingly said, the alphabet is not yet used up, the story of the six masters is far from over.